it is started. Well, you know what? The only reason I think I gave you a reading before is because your hair is very familiar to me. No,
Oh.
maybe it's just I've seen you in the chat. How long have you been following me out of curiosity?
I don't know, a while. A
Maybe it's just
while.
because maybe it's just I've seen you in the chat, but that's okay. So, sweetheart, what can I do for you, my friend?
Um, I have questions about my relationships. Like, I'm not exactly in a relationship, but I kind of am, and I'm not sure where it's going or if I should even try to pursue it anymore. And there's somebody else that's, I don't know, kind of chasing me.
I told you, I just heard drop it. So that is my sign for you to drop that relationship. I'm just being honest with you. I heard drop it. Drop it.
The original one.
That's what I heard. Let me tell you something. That is not your person. I feel there's a there's a reason why it's like I just feel like he's really not your person.
Yeah.
I heard listen, I heard drop it. That's them. That's not me. That's them, sweetheart.
Okay.
But at the same time, I can't tell you what to do. You have to make your own decisions, you know?
Yeah. No, I think I knew that. I just really
You
left
just
it.
needed to hear it from somebody else, didn't you?
Yeah.
I just heard that relationship is no good, sweetheart.
Okay.
You have your answer. I just heard you have your answer.
Okay. Thank you.
That's matter of fact, darling. That is matter of fact, my friend.
Did they have anything else for me? Any other,
Lots of things. There's lots of things. We have 30 minutes worth of things. We got lots of things coming up. I also heard you will find your person soon. That's what I heard. You will find your person soon. That's what I heard.
Okay. Because I did meet someone on an app, but he started to freak me out, so I blocked him.
He's not real, first of all, honey. He's not real.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Honey,
He freaked.
sweetheart, he's not. Listen, you have to pay attention to like the typing's not quite right. The way they phrase things do not sound like American or they don't sound like English. There's things that you have to like look under the details. I have the ability to know if somebody is real or not. I'm the very lucky one because I hear it in my head. Fake, real, fake, real.
Yeah. No, I had a gut feeling that he was fake, and or that he was dangerous. I
Right.
kind of figured he was dangerous.
Yeah.
So I blocked
Yeah,
him.
there's list. I'm going to tell you something. I just told you. Listen to your gut. Listen to your inner peace. Listen to your gut. Because if you have, I'm telling you, if you have a feeling that something is wrong, there is something wrong. You get these feelings for a reason, sweetheart. You know, you get
Yeah.
them for a reason. That is for sure.
Right. Thank you.
So yeah, definitely. Never let you, listen. I heard. I don't know if this might have been Sylvia Brown one day that her son is on here. I don't even know what his name is, but I know Sylvia Brown's son is on here, so I know that he's definitely psychic for sure. I come across him one day, and I think I followed him, but I don't remember his name. But he is on here. Sylvia Brown's son is on here on TikTok. I don't
That's
remember
cool.
his I don't remember his name, but the way his mom was good, you know he's psychic because his mom definitely was, and so I know that he is for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I just heard that guy was no good, sweetheart. That guy was no good.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Is your mom passed away?
Yes. She passed
Dude,
away
she
in
keeps
May.
she keeps butting in. She's like, I'm here. Tell my daughter I want to talk to her. Your mom's
Oh,
here. Do you want to talk to her? Because she's
yeah.
like, I think she's the one. She's like, nobody is good enough for my daughter. That's what she just said that. She sounds to me like an awesome mother. She sounds like she was very protective, just like me. I'm a Budinsky with my children, unfortunately.
Yeah. He was very protective.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Um, no, I just heard cancer. Would this be for her, sweetheart?
No, she passed away unexpectedly. I don't know how. My
Heart,
dad, was it her
heart,
heart?
her heart. She had a heart attack. I just heard heart attack. I just heard heart attack. That's what I just heard. That order, like heart attack. That's just kind of what it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you know if she collapsed by chance?
Yes. We
Because
found it
she's
on.
Yeah, because she's telling me Did she have something in her hand or something laying around her body?
Um,
Like, was it her phone or there was something around her when you guys found her? Do you remember?
she had her like CPAP mask on.
Okay. Yeah, she said my heart just stopped, sweetheart. It was just her soul contract was up. It was time for her to die. That time she died.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about a Thursday. Could it have possibly been on a Thursday? If you
It was
remember?
it was on Memorial Day, the night before Memorial Day, whatever day that was.
Okay. I don't know. I just heard Thursday. I don't think that'd be a Thursday. Memorial Day is usually on Monday, so it must have been a Sunday. What year was it? I'll look it up.
2024. It was just this last May.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can go back because I am not that good with. Let's see. Let me go backwards. I don't know if I can go back yet. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like your
Let's see.
Sunday.
Memorial Day.
It was the day
Wait.
before.
Wait. Wait. When is Memorial Day? Oh, so it was Sunday because the 27th was a Memorial Day, honey. And that day I had a private reading from 4 to 5. It's still on here. That day, Memorial Day. Look, that Memorial Day. It says private reading from 4 to 5 o'clock. Oh, his name's Chris. Yeah, he's on here. Okay, smarty pants. I know this. You don't gotta tell the psychic thing. I'm just kidding. His name is Chris. Oh yeah, he has a TikTok, you guys. I saw it said Sylvia Brown's son, so I know he has a TikTok. I saw his TikTok not long ago. I didn't watch it because I was getting ready to come on, but I just happened to come across his FYP. I know I was just joking with you, Matthew. I know you didn't. I was just kidding. I know. I'm just kidding, Matt. It's okay. I was just messing. You know how I am, my friend. I'm just messing, honey. I'm just messing. Okay, so let me see what else your mom is telling me. Was she cremated by chance?
He was.
Okay, she's talking about cremated. Did you guys have a service? She's talking about her service.
Yeah.
She said it was a. You guys, please explain to Michelle how I know I'm real, and I'm in the middle of a reading, Michelle, so you can watch me, sweetheart, okay? Because she's talking about the service. She says, my service was beautiful. My service was amazing. She said,
It was.
I know. Did somebody sing at her service or did you play? Like I feel like somebody sang. I don't know why I feel like singing. I don't know. I'm getting singing.
Nobody sang, but my mom made a quilt. She sewed quilts all the time, and we took all the quilts that she had made and put them on the back of the pew, so everyone could.
Oh my gosh. I just got goosebumps. She says, you know what? She says, I never would have thought of that. She says, thank you for doing that. She says, I never would have thought of that.
So
And these were all handmade, weren't they? She handmade them. They stitched them.
yeah, yeah.
Cause did she do a lot of like country themes? I feel like it was like a lot of any country themes on these.
A lot of Americana kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cause she's talking about like the different designs. What about flowers? Did she like to do flowers?
There would be flowers on the back of them,
Yeah.
but a lot of them were like American stuff, and
She was very proud to be an American.
yeah.
And I'm proud to be an American. I'm just kidding. I start singing that song every time I see proud to be an American. Where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that one verse right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the you. I'm sorry. I have to sing it every time I say that phrase. Dude, every time I say that proud to be an American, that freaking song starts popping in my head, my friend. I'm so sorry. It is what it is what it is. It is what it is. So funny.
That I remember that song coming on when I was little all the time.
Yeah, and that's a true American song because it's true. I am proud to be an American for sure. I love being here. I love this country. We're very blessed to live. People don't realize how very blessed we are to live in this country, honestly. Um,
I know my mom visits me, but I don't hear. I can't. I don't know if she's ever trying to say anything because I can't hear.
well, she flickers your lights. Do you notice that she flickers her lights? Flickers your
Um,
lights?
the light in the dining room.
Any
Yeah,
light, they flicker the light. It's like, especially as soon as you walk in the room, it starts
yeah,
going off. You know what I'm saying? That's it
yeah.
is. She flickers the lights every time, sweetheart. That's what she does. She makes noises. Do you notice noises that are unexplained in your house?
Um, no. Sometimes I just always think it's the cat.
No, baby. It's not always the cat. The cats, generally, the cats are pretty quiet unless they're knocking stuff off of the counter or they're just hitting stuff with their tail. But no, it's not just the cat, sweetheart. It's your mother. She's making you known that she says, I'm here. I just want to let you know I'm here, she says.
Oh, I miss
Um, Let me see. Now, what about your dad? Is your dad passed? Is your dad passed
no,
away? No.
no. He's
Okay.
still alive. I don't have a good relationship with him.
I know. I'm so sorry about that. Your mom's like, your dad needs to do better. He needs to be. He needs to be heavy. And it's like, I blame your dad. Your dad needs to do this. She's like, your dad needs to do this. He needs to be better in your life. And I agree with her. I agree with her.
I do too.
And I can tell, sweetheart. I can tell how close you were with your mom. You know, I can just tell how close you were.
Yeah.
Um.
Did she see us doing CPR on her after she died?
Mhm. Yes, she was. She was. She told me. She said I was standing there watching you guys work on me, but it was too late. Was her lips like already blue when you started doing CPR on her? You took a chance, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We,
she was already gone. She was standing there watching you guys do CPR on somebody else was with you, weren't they?
yeah, my dad and my sister.
Yeah. Because she's telling me that everybody, she says everybody was there trying to work on me. She says it was just too late. She says I was way long gone already, but by the time you guys got to me, she died instantly. This is why when she died instantly, she fell over, sweetheart. Her heart
Yeah.
stopped just like that. She collapsed over. She was already gone. The minute her heart stopped, sweetheart, she died. She was gone.
I
So
knew she was.
any efforts, listen, any efforts, if you don't do it within the first 30 seconds or something, I it's possible to bring her heart back, but if you don't do it as soon as you can, then I don't know.
Yeah. No,
And
it
by
had
the
been
time,
hours. I know it had
yeah.
been hours. Mm.
She says I appreciate the gallant effort, but it was for naught. It was for naught because I was gone. And she saw you guys crying, trying to work on her, and that's how exactly it was for me. I was doing CPR on my husband. I was like pushing. I wasn't. I know I wasn't. I didn't have the right clear mind to do it, and I did it when the paramedics got there. I didn't want to get off my husband, and they're like they had to actually pull me off of. They were yelling at me, but I was so focused. They're like, "Ma'am, let us take over." And I know they like had to pull me off of him because I wasn't moving. I was just so focused on doing the CPR. Like I
Yeah.
remember them saying, "Ma'am, we're here. Let us take over." I'm like, "No, he's my husband. I have to do it," or something like that. It was awful for me. I felt so bad for my husband.
Yeah. It was awful. Felt
You know,
myself break the ribs, and it was awful.
oh yeah, they had put this CPR machine on my husband, and it was like like that. I was like, "Stop! You're breaking his ribs. You're breaking his ribs." I'm like, "Stop! He's gone. Just please let him alone." And they wouldn't stop. They did it all the way to the hospital, but I know there's the off chance that they're going to come back. But if it's too long, they just can't come back. You know.
Yeah. I
So
knew she was gone, and I wanted to stop, but the 911 operator just kept yelling at us to keep going, and it took so long for one to get there.
you guys took turns, didn't you, working on her? She says.
Yeah, we did.
Just like you and your sister and your dad, you both kind of just took turns. That's what she's telling me, sweetheart.
Yeah, we did.
And she says, watching you guys try to resuscitate me made me realize how much you guys actually did love me. That's what she says. That's what she says, sweetheart, because it's true. And when they sit there, and I know my husband was probably watching me, but I wasn't psychic at the time that my husband died. I wasn't psychic until 2 months after he died. So I know he was standing there, and I know that he must have felt horrible for me watching me work on him. And I know that he was in the room watching. I know that he was just. I know he just felt horrible for me. I'm sure the same way that your mom did too. She's like, I just feel so bad for you girls and your dad to go through what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard. I'm glad I was there.
But she says you guys gathered up all the strength you had to try to save me. She says it was a valiant effort, but it just was I was already gone, too far gone. But, she loves the fact that you guys tried to save her. She says, thank you for trying to save me. She says, thank you for trying to save me. Because it meant a lot to her, it meant a lot to her.
Good. I'm glad.
She says, I love you, sweetheart. I love your sister. I love your dad. But your dad is just so stubborn, so stubborn, so stubborn.
Yeah.
Were they separated at the time at the time?
No.
Or were they? No. Okay.
No,
I just feel like your dad is really distant. I just feel like he's distant.
I never honestly even realized how much my dad loved my mom until after she died. Because he was
Of course.
he wasn't nice to her.
So if he loved her, I just don't understand if he loved her, why he wouldn't be nice to her. That doesn't make sense to me.
He's just not a good husband.
You know what? I honestly think with your dad, I think he loved her in his own way, but not enough. Not the real way that he should have loved her.
Not the way she needed.
No, definitely not the way she needed, for sure. Definitely not, my friend. Definitely not. Give me 1 second, sweetheart. I gotta straighten up myself up here. I try to sit more straight up because of my back, but it's not always good because it's just, I'm always slouching over, I'm slumping over. What about her, Mom, your grandmother? Is she passed or is she alive?
She's alive. She had a stroke, but she's still there. She's still kicking.
Do you know if the stroke was on her right side?
I don't. She lives in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Okay. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's too bad. Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. Have you ever lost a dog?
Yes.
This dog's here. Do you want to talk to him? Is it? I feel like it's a boy. I said him. I feel like it's a boy. Is it a boy?
I've lost a lot of dogs in my life. So.
Okay, that's okay. I feel like there's quite a few dogs that you've lost, so I wouldn't even begin to know which one to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you relate to somebody having Alzheimer's or dementia, honey? I'm hearing about Alzheimer's or dementia.
My great grandma did before she passed away.
Okay. Now, do you have a military connection, sweetheart? I just heard about military.
No. Well, my grandpa was in the military. But...
That's your military connection, sweetheart. Do you know if he was in the Army? I'm hearing about Army.
He was in the Air Force.
Air Force. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force. And
your mom?
No. My mom's dad was in the Marines, I think.
Marines. Okay, so you have a couple military. Very good, very good. Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. It's funny you talked about the stroke. I just heard stroke, but we already talked about the stroke. Sometimes I hear, sometimes I don't, and I hear what you say after the fact. It's like, well, they already talking about it. Now what? Just give me 1 second, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your mom's like, I wish your dad would have a, he's the only parent you have left. I wish your dad would have a relationship with you. And it's frustrating. I don't know what's going on with your dad. I feel like I don't know. He's a little bit of frustrating man, isn't he? I feel like he's a very frustrating person. Stubborn, too. She's talking about him being stubborn, too.
He's a narcissist.
Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to tell you that he's definitely a narcissist because he's like, blames everybody else for his problems, all that good yada, yada, yada stuff, See what else she's telling me. Or whatever I'm hearing on the other side, honey. Do you have a sister? I just heard sister.
Yeah, I have 3 sisters.
3 sisters, okay. Now, which one of you guys lost a baby? I'm hearing about a lost baby. Which one lost a baby? I just heard lost baby. Like in utero, if that makes sense. Or even a baby that was alive.
I know my sister Trisha had a miscarriage. I had 2 abortions. I don't know if that would.
No, it's the same thing because I'm feeling like there's a group of these children that you guys lost. I feel like there was 4 or 5 kids that were lost, either because like I want to tell you something first of all. These 2 children that you aborted, they're not mad at you. Okay, they just want to let you know that they're not mad at you. Okay, they're not mad at you. They're not upset, and I feel like you were kind of young at the time, weren't you, when you had these done?
The first one. The second one was right before my 40th birthday, but I couldn't have done it.
No, sweetheart, I understand. Okay. Oh yeah, they're with your mom. She has all these big grandbabies with her. I want to tell you something. Your 2 babies were a boy and a girl. I just heard a girl. And your sister's was a girl, darling. I just heard girl. And I heard a boy and a girl. And then I heard a girl.
Aww.
So that's... Yeah, so that is what... That's the children that you lost. No, I just heard living. Do you still have living children?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
You have a daughter. Okay. They say she looks like you. Does she look a lot like you?
Kind of. She's a lot taller than me.
That don't matter. She can still look. It don't matter about the height, yeah. Woman. The looks is what I'm...
Yeah, yeah.
Does she have funky hair like you do, sweetheart? Is that an old picture or is that a new picture of you?
That's kind of an older picture. My hair's just pink right now.
Ah, it's funny. I used to do this. Do you do the Splats line at Walmart? Is that where you get your coloring?
Some of them, yeah.
Because it's every time I did the Splats line, I used to have pinkish hair. I used to have purple hair. I used to have pink hair. Every time I sweat, that shit would run in onto my pillow and run. I'm like, oh God, it doesn't. You can wash it out 1,000 times, and it's still. If you're sweating too bad, it still gets onto like light colored pillowcases every freaking time, dude. Every time. Let's see. What else I'm hearing for you? Anyways, these babies wanted me to tell you that they're not upset, that they love you, and they understand. They're like, please tell our mom that we do understand, and that we're not upset, we're not angry, because they are together with your mother along with your sister's daughter. Now, do you have any J names? Oh, I just heard J, but I heard Jasmine. Do you have any other J names around you? I know your name has a J, but I heard Jasmine or like a J name, sweetheart.
I can't One, no.
It's okay. It might be for you. Listen, I totally forgot your name was Jen until I looked at it. It's like, oh shit, they just told me Jay. And I'm like, I literally heard Jasmine. I don't know what to do with that because I literally heard the name Jasmine. No worries, no worries, no worries. Let's see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. I got a video playing of Fiji and it looks beautiful there. I played that background video with the background music, and this is a Fiji, and the waters look so nice and it looks so warm and it looks so beautiful. I've never been to.
I'd love to.
Oh, I've never been to Fiji, but that's some place I might like to visit. I honestly, I don't know. Is that where is that, in Caribbean or something? I don't even know where it's at.
You know.
Use a neutralizer shampoo after a rinse or dye. It will stop it. Okay, well, thanks for telling me that, Hot Pants. Miss Hot Pants. Okay. I'm just kidding, Niecy. I'm just kidding. Let me see what else I'm hearing for you, sweetheart. Now your sister's daughter wants you to let her know that she come through and to let her know that she was a girl. She says, just please tell my daughter that I came through, that I'm a girl, and that I'm doing well, and that I'm doing well, that I'm with grandma. She says. And your kids love you. Listen, the ones that you lost, they're here. Their spirits are here. Just because they were not born does not mean their spirits don't go with you, because they do, because they belong to you. That's why these spirits are here, because they're yours.
Okay.
So that's what they said. They just wanted to tell you that they were here, sweetheart, okay? It's funny. I said, who belongs to the lost baby? Then I almost said babies, but then you said that you had two and she had one, but I almost heard babies. I said a baby, I heard babies. But then you started saying you lost two and your sister lost one, so. And I know you still feel guilt about that, don't you?
I do.
Were you 38? Were you 38 when you had the second one?
It was a week before my 40th birthday.
40th birthday, okay. And they don't want you to be sad about it. They don't want you to be upset. They don't want you to be make sure nobody else paid me. Hold on. Okay, nobody else paid me. I just want to make sure. Let's see. So I don't hear anything else for you, hun. Oh, your mom just wanted me to tell you. She says, sweetheart, I'm in a very, very good place.
Good.
She says, I have so much peace in my life. She says, I spend my days spending time with you girls. That's what she says. I spend my days spending time with you girls. So she goes back and forth between all of you guys. So just let them know that your mom is like all over the place with you guys, with the blah, 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 blah. Just to let you know, okay, sweetheart?
Okay. I'm so glad. She had a hard life.
I know.
And I think she's very sad a lot.
I need to ask you something that bothered me. I just didn't want to talk about it, but it's something that I heard and I tried to put it to the side. Can I ask you about it? If nobody claims it, it's fine, but there's something that I heard that I tried to ignore, but I just heard it again. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
No, not at all.
Do you know if somebody was SA'd or graped in your family without the G?
I would just say
Is that why you had the abortion? Because I felt like when we were talking about it, I heard graped, and I figured that was during when we were talking about the abortion. And I'm really sorry, sweetheart. You deserve better.
Yeah, thank you. No, that's not what I did.
Okay. Well, I just heard justice. Did you ever get the justice that you needed? I'm just curious.
No.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I feel so bad for you. Let me just ask you something. Do you still internalize a lot of things after that happened? I feel like you're struggling. Even now.
I blame myself for a long time. I didn't even really realize what it was until I felt like I deserved it. And It's been in the last couple of months. And I
No,
realized,
no, 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 no. Listen,
yeah,
they don't want you to feel. Listen, I know that you feel that way, but they don't want you to feel that way. You know, they want to give you peace. This is why they wanted to bring out to the open because I don't know if you've ever faced it, but they told me this for a reason. I feel like when I hear these things from the other side, it's because they want to make you guys face it and to deal with it, if that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm really sorry that happened to you. That was very unfair. Now, I just heard child. Was this when you were a child?
No, no.
Older. Okay. I'm just making sure. Um, that could be anything. What I heard a child, to be honest with you. I don't know. I just heard child. I don't know what to do with that sometimes. We already talked to your children on the other side, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they come forward.
Me too.
Yeah, you didn't deserve that. You definitely did not deserve that. And it's funny because I didn't hear the R word. I heard graped because that's what I hear. So graped with the G, graped minus the G. That's what I heard. And I'm really sorry. You just didn't deserve it. You didn't know who this person was that did this to you?
I did. It was a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like there's an animosity there, so I thought maybe you didn't know him. Okay. Did you press charges on him?
No, because I felt like I deserved it, and I didn't even realize it was that what it was until honestly a couple of months ago. I had forgotten. I
Did
posted.
he blame wait, did he explain, like, not explain, did he what's the word I'm looking for? Did he blame this on you?
We never talked about it. He was mad at me because I would stay up all night with him.
He shouldn't be mad at you. He's the one that hurt you.
Yeah.
Um Damn it. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Um
The other side now.
oh, thank God. Thank God, sweetheart. Thank God, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to talk to him because you deserve better. So I'm not giving him any space. But I'm sorry that I brought it up. I hope I didn't cause bad memories, but I can't help what I hear, sweetheart. I just can't help it. I would have no way of knowing that SA happened to you. I would have no way. The other side tells me people think that I'm just grasping at straws. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not.
I'm glad you said it because I want to hear everything that
Yeah.
comes through. Know it all.
And so I'm not grasping at strongs. These people, the other side tells me these things. Every time somebody gets S8, I hear about it. Every time somebody gets graped, I hear about it. I hear about it all the freaking time. I can't help it. It's part of you, and I have to discuss it because it's very hard. Because if I try to ignore it, they bother me. They're like, "You better talk about this. They need to hear about this. This is important." Blah 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 blah. And so I felt it was important. That's why I had to, because I heard it again, I had to come back and talk to you about it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. It's
You
okay.
know, you deserve better, and I'm sorry that happened to you. And I hope you know that's not your fault, okay, sweetheart?
I do. I do know that now.
You definitely deserve better, sweetheart. You definitely deserve better. And you didn't deserve what happened to you, and I'm really sorry. Well, let's move on now because I don't want to keep dredging up old memories, but I do feel really bad for you, and I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But, you know, I feel like you've dealt with it pretty good. Do you think?
I do.
Okay. Okay. It's funny, when I hear these things, they don't tell me who it happens to. It's just something that I have to talk about, and I leave it up to you guys to tell me who did it, who happened to them. They don't give me the specific name of the person. They just say it, and I have to say what I hear.
Yeah.
I have not heard about somebody getting SA'd in a very long time or graped. So yeah. I'm glad that we talked about it because I think you needed to hear it and know that it's not your fault.
Yeah.
You blamed yourself and you shouldn't. It's not your fault.
So, can you tell over there know if I'm ever going to find love?
Oh, if you're going to find love? Okay, yes. We'll talk about the love for a minute. Hold on a second. I heard yes. I heard a few years, so I feel like within a few years, but I also heard you got to put yourself out there. You got to go find it yourself.
That's the hard part.
No, this is a funny part. I watched a video about some girl thought this guy was cute at like Lowe's or Home Depot or something. She went up and made up a bogus story to him. They said she was tired of the dating apps, and she went up and asked him a question about a picture or something. And now they're getting married like 2 years later. So she took the initiative to go up to somebody and just ask them about something. And then they didn't say anything else, but now they were getting married. And so she did a video where she was recording him, and she's like, should I ask? So she made up a thing about hanging a bogus picture just because she thought he was cute. And now they're getting married, or they're already married. That's interesting. I love that story. That's a good story. So yeah, so sometimes you got to just shoot your shot because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like in the future you will find somebody and get remarried too. And no more children. You're too old for children, so I don't see you having any more children. But these children that you did lost are with you, sweetheart. I just heard put yourself out there, so you're going to have to start putting yourself out there, sweetheart.
Okay.
I might start doing that. I might start going up to some cute guys and say, hey, can you help me for a second? And you never know what's going to happen. I might have to shoot my shot too, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, your mom says, I love you, sweetheart. She says, you got this. You're a very strong person. I love you very much. And she said, you're stronger than you realize. And she's also, or Lowe's, yes. And she also said, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thank you.
She says you got to give yourself more credit. She says, she said, yes, of course. And ask, of course. And then see if they don't have a ring on their finger. If there's no ring on their finger, you might have a shot. I try to avoid the men with rings on the fingers because they're unavailable.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Some of them aren't, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
She said, sweetheart, I love you. You got this. Okay. Just have faith. That's what she said. Have faith.
I love you.
I know. She says, I love you too, darling. She says, just hang in there. Everything's going to be okay. She says, I love you very much. I've always loved you since you were born, and I love you too now, still. Even when I'm gone, I still love you, she says.
Yeah. And I feel her.
Because she's always around you, sweetheart. She's always around you. That's why you feel her, sweetheart, okay? She's always with you, my friend. Well, Jen, honey, this was a good reading. Let me stop this really quick. Hold on. Thank you for letting me do it for you, okay? I hope you enjoyed it, yeah?
Did. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I hope did you get closure out of this reading? I hope you did.
I did, yes.
Oh, that's amazing.